how's everybody doing? This is Scott X 1307. Gonna make another video here. I got a stack of books gotten over the this weekend. Didn't get a haul video up last weekend, just in between paychecks. But finally was able to get back to the flea market yesterday, Sunday, and unfortunately went to my first flea market like usual, the outdoor flea market, and the vendor I usually go to, he's in one of the buildings that they have there. It was kind of rainy, so there wasn't really much going on outside at all. They have one row of covered tables. They had maybe 4 or 5 people set up there. But you know, I went straight inside the building, and I get to the space where the comic guys usually set up, and he's not there. There's a few people set up around him, but his tables are pulled in, the doors are closed. It's got the pull down garage type doors, or storage shed kind of door, and it's pulled down, and he's not there. I'll walk around for a little bit and come back, and still hadn't showed up. So I was kind of disappointed there. I was hoping to get a big fat stack of 25-cent books, but anyway, I went on, took the my usual route home, went by the second flea market, and of course, it's all indoors there, and rain or shine, doesn't matter. So the guy I go to there is where 90% of his stuff is 50% off. He was there, so I was able to score a few books from him. And about a month ago, I ordered some books, rare thing, from Mile High Comics. Just taking advantage of the same sale that I believe Mega Shinriken bought some books from. They lowered the price of all their books online, and then had a huge 50% off sale going on. So it's like getting a lot of the books at 75% off. Usually their prices are pretty much ridiculous, but when they have sales like that, you can find some good deals if you look around for books. And like I said, it's like a month ago, and they've been so backed up from so many orders from the sale. They said shipping was behind. Finally got those books in. And I got the latest few books I picked up from the comic shop here. So we're kind of going to do a little combined video. I started off with the current books I picked up. I grabbed these, the only 2 issues I could find of this at the comic shop. And I went ahead and ordered from Midtown Comics the first 2 issues. But I got issue 3 and 4 of a series that Howler Mouse has been talking about, and a couple other people. But it sounds really, really interesting and very different, and looks really cool. So I got issue 3 and 4 of Red Rover Charlie. Issue 3 and issue 4. And I believe both of these are the wraparound covers, and the cover art is very cool. I like that. It's kind of got a Norman Rockwell kind of feel to it, just with dogs. But flip through them. Definitely the art inside looks very interesting, and I can't wait for the first 2 issues to come next week or so, hopefully, from Midtown. They still had them at cover price, well, below cover price, Also, I saw a couple of titles. I believe it was in Spiro's video, Spiro.geek. He was talking about a new Image title called The Fuse, which sounded interesting to me. It kind of combines mystery and sci-fi, and I'm a big sci-fi fan, so I figured I'd check this out. Read this issue. The artwork is okay. They have a couple of problems behind it. Seems really cool. Second title is another one from Spiro's video, I believe, and it's actually written by the same guy, Anthony Johnston. This is Umbral, dark fantasy, These nightmares are kind of released into the world, and it seems very cool. The artwork is really nice. I like the style inside and the colors used. The very manly colors of purples and the dark pinks with the black, and looks very cool. First issue is very interesting, and I'm excited to see where this one goes as well. Next, I had to pick up Serenity, issue 2. Again, huge fan of the TV show and the movie. And this pretty much picked up right where the movie left off. I liked it so far. I've heard some people say it's trying too hard to be an issue of Firefly or an episode of Firefly, and I don't know, maybe, but it's succeeding. It feels like Firefly. It sounds like Firefly. It's I mean, it's what I would want if they had continued the show. It's very cool. This issue, an enemy from the past resurfaces, and some shit's about to go down. So I think it's very good. Next, went ahead and picked up the Star Wars #6 Lucas Draft. Honestly, I was really excited for this series, and it was pretty good. It's been okay so far, but I don't know, it's starting to lose a little bit of its luster. Even though in this issue action kind of picked up, it's just, I don't know. I like it because it is so different from the actual Star Wars that we know. I don't know, there's just something about it. It's just, like I said, it's starting to lose some of that luster. I'll continue to pick it up until it just completely loses my interest, though. I really dig the art. Mike Mayhew is an incredible artist. The art is really good inside. But we'll see with issue #7 when it comes out. And I heard so much good stuff about this, and being probably my #2 villain, #1 Marvel villain, I had to go ahead and pick up Magneto #1. They only had a couple of copies left, so apparently it's pretty popular. I can see why. It's very good. There's been plenty of reviews of this, so I won't really review it, but if you like Magneto, check it out. Some people have compared it to the beginning of First Class, when he's kind of hunting down the Nazi war criminals. It's very reminiscent of that, except he's hunting down criminals against mutant kind. I like it. Some good insight into Magneto. It feels like Magneto. They're getting the character right, so very good. And current title pick of the week, and I think it's a number of people's. Go watch Reader 1717's video. She does a good review. Afterlife with Archie #4. It made me cry. Not like, well, bawling, but I mean, some tears came out of my eyes. It was very sad and very touching. I had a dog when I was a kid, but not for very long, and it was just a stray that kind of came around, and we just kind of started taking care of. A really good dog, but I was a teenager, and then when I moved out at 18, he stayed behind at my mom and dad's house. So, and they and my sister and all took care of him until he passed away. But I still, if you've ever owned any pet, I've had some cats here and there. If you've ever owned a pet, this issue will get you. It'll get you right here, And everybody's got a dad, so it'll definitely. We all have a parent or a guardian or somebody that took care of us, that raised us. You'll know what it's like. It's a great issue. This whole series has been freaking phenomenal. So if you're not picking this up, you should very well be picking this up. First print, second print, third print, it doesn't matter. The story and the art is incredible. It's worth picking up, that's for sure. And it's only $2.99, so it's cheaper, of the newer title. So can't go wrong with that. Alright. Excuse me. We went from 70-degree weather, 60, 70-degree weather to 40, 50 degrees, and it's getting down in the 30s at night, so my sinuses are messing with me bad, so you have to excuse me if I cough a lot. Alright, so that's all the current titles. Here's the month in waiting order from Mile High Comics, 50% off sale. Picked up some pretty decent stuff, 50% off. I went through, checked out some titles I was looking for, some issues, compared their prices to eBay prices and guide prices, things like that, and did the math and picked ones that were, you know, I was still paying less and I could get them, you know, pretty much anywhere else that I could find. Start off, it's pretty much a random Batman issue, Batman 411. It's a newsstand version. And picked this up because I like these early Batman, and this is from the 80s, I believe. This is not super early, but it's kind of an earlier, after Jason Todd takes over as Robin. I believe it's a couple issues before this. I really kind of do his backstory, and it's cool to pick up those titles when I can find them at a good price. And this being a newsstand version, it had a good deal on it. It was less than $10. And picked up, got Devil Dinosaur number 2. I think I got this for like $2 and something in their sale. It says it's in fine condition. I'd say it borders on very fine. There's no major creases, a little bit of spine ticks that aren't too terrible, but don't really break the color too bad. Corners are pretty nice. So yeah, I'm trying to come pick up as much of this Devil Dinosaur run as I can. Really love the Jack Kirby art, and it's dinosaurs. What's not to like? Decided to pick up a few key issues while I could get them at a pretty good price. Ordered this one. It's supposed to be in fine condition. It's very close. You guys can let me know what you think. There are a couple of issues I have with it, but I don't know. It's Black Lightning number 1, and it's not in bad shape. The interior is pretty good. It's off-white pages. See, the corners aren't terrible until you get down here. There's a little crease here, breaks the color there, and then the bottom part of the spine, this corner is blunted, and there are a few small, I can drop some books sitting in my lap and I lean over, but you know, you can see there are a few. It's not horrible. I'd say it's not a fine minus maybe, but still, I think this one, this was like $5 or $6, so not bad. And it's an issue a lot of people have been picking up lately. I decided to go ahead and pick this up. I really like this cover. The colors used really make it stand out, and it's one of the first appearances of the black suit SpiderMan. And I grabbed actually 2 copies. One is in fine condition, and that is supposed to be the regular direct market edition. And you can see here but it has the barcode. I have to double check that, but you see it's not in bad shape. I'd say it's in fine condition. No major creases except for a little spot right up top. There's just a little mark there. It's not even really creased. And a little bit at the corner here, but not too bad. And this ended up being like $1.50, so not bad at all. It's a nice dark purple background, and the thing is, the other issue is supposed to be Marvel Team Up 141 Newsstand Edition in very fine shape, and you can see here barcode, and they're the exact same number on the barcode. Every number on it matches. The major difference that I can tell is, and it's hard to tell on this camera, but this is a lighter purple background, but it's not faded. The suit on the lighter background is darker, but the darker background has a lighter color black suit. That's, I don't know, either way they're still both in pretty good shape. And this one, being newsstand, I believe this one was only about $6. So one for $1.50 and one for like $6. Not too bad. And yeah, I really dig their cover. I don't know why. It just looks pretty cool, and I figured being 50% off and being one of the first appearances of the black suits, that'd be pretty good. And then a book I've been looking for a while. Love this book and the story. It's Amazing Adventures number 18, featuring War of the Worlds, first appearance of Killraven. Whoops, covering the name. Great character there. I've already put this in Mylar. This one was in fine condition, and yeah, it's, can't really complain. There's a little spine stress, but you know, it's expected on some of these older issues. No major creases, no tears or anything like that, so it's in pretty good shape. It's off-white pages inside. This one ended up being like $10. I think this was about the most expensive one I ordered. And last, I ordered an issue I've seen in a number of people's video. They only had 2 copies of the issue in stock, according to their website. One was in good, and the other was in very good. And for the price, I went ahead and ordered the very good condition. There are a couple of issues with this. First of all, it looks like it has some major spine roll, but look at it closely. It's actually it's an off-center cover, or an offset cover. But the major issue is on the reading edge there. Anyway, it's the cat. Beware the claws of the cat, number 1. And really love this cover. It's a great character. She goes on to become Tigra, joins the Avengers. Great character. And as you can see here, the major issue is with this edge here. The cover hasn't been torn, so it's been cut, and the first 5 or 6 pages have also got this little gouge out of them. I was kind of disappointed at that. And you can see the spine looks like it's got some bad spine roll, but you look at the staples and they are pretty much center. The bottom one is off just a little bit, but not much. So you can tell that it's actually, the cover's offset slightly. And it's got a little bit of spine roll on the bottom, but not bad. And some spine stress. Like I said, it's to be expected in VG condition. A little bit of stress up here. It's just wear. It's not torn. But you know, it's from being in a box and somebody, it's where you always grab from the top there. But not bad. The other issue that I noticed that's kind of major is a spot right here where something has gotten on it. But I still think it's basically in a VG condition, maybe VG minus, but it's around that grade. And this one I think was like $8. So not too bad. I have seen these on this condition on eBay for a little more than that, and I've only seen a couple of issues in the wild, and they were definitely, they wanted like 20 bucks even for low condition, so I don't think that's too bad. Alright, so last little bit of books here. These came from the flea market on Sunday. All these were pretty much like $1 to $2 after, or $3 after 50% off. Picked up some pretty good stuff. He had a lot of new graphic novels and 70s magazines that I was going through, and there's a bunch of stuff in there I want to get. Not too many people really are buying those from his place. There's a couple of graphic novels that have been in there the last 2 or 3 times I've gone, and that's been the past like 3 months. So apparently those aren't as popular in my area, which is good for me because he's got some really good ones, and I plan on getting them. He also has some stuff that as soon as I thought my tax situation was done, but apparently because of business with a partnership and everything, I'm still waiting on his side of the information so we can put our business stuff together and finish everything. So as soon as that gets done and I got a little bit of extra money, hopefully, I'm going back to this guy and I'm gonna talk to him about some issues. He's got some stuff that I had not seen before. He kept tucked away. He only pulls out for his good customers. So apparently I've made that list now, which is great because he's got some really nice gems. I tell you a story. Some of you might think I'm crazy, but I try not to screw people over or lie to them, even when it might keep me from getting a deal. But especially when I've gone through this guy a bunch and everything's 50% off, and he's given me an extra book here and there because it had a little bit of damage to it, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't even say anything about, oh, look at this, and man, maybe knock a little bit off the price, and just be like, oh, the corner's bent. And you're like, oh, you know what, I'll just throw that in for free. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. And he does it anyway. He's done 50% off on a couple of books that he has in a special case that they're normally not 50% off. Things like that. Anyway, he's going through a box that he pulls out from under a table. He says it's books that he normally doesn't pull out. It's Teen Titans #2. I've just spent all my money. He's got it marked for 50 bucks. I could get it for 25, but like I said, I just spent all my cash, and I couldn't have run to the ATM. First of all, it's like a $4 fee at the flea market ATM, plus another $1.50 or $2 from my bank, so it'd be like $6 just to pull money out. And I did my budget down, and the money I got left is all covered for bills and things like that. So it really hurt. He's like, yeah, I was thinking about putting this on eBay, and I was like, yeah, man, you should probably do that. You could get at least 50 bucks for it, what you got marked there, instead of selling it half off here. So he goes through some other stuff, and I'm pointing out a few other things. He's got the complete set of the Batman Year 3 storyline from the single issues, an early appearance, or the first appearance of the Joker's daughter, the Harley Quinn, in the old Teen Titans. Not her first appearance overall, but her first appearance in a Teen Titans book. And I'm like, yeah, that's really hot now. That'd be a good one to put up. He's got this is the same place where I bought my copy of Tales of Teen Titans 44, First Nightwing. He's got another one of those. When I got it, it was marked for $10, so I paid $5 for it. He's got this other copy marked for $50. I'm like, yeah, that one, you should put that on eBay with the first Deathstroke. He's got the first Guy Gardner Green Lantern, some things like that. And I'm just like, oh, we're gonna have to be broke. But I help him out, and I point out some other things that I think, would be pretty good to put on eBay for him. And that kind of hurt, but at the same time, I didn't want to lie to him like, no, I've been checking eBay, those aren't selling, I'll give you $15 for it or something like that. But I get my tax money, I'm gonna go back and have a little peek through his little hidden box and find some stuff. Anyway, what I did get from there, I picked up these issues, $1 a piece. They are Teen Titans Spotlight, number 13, 14, and 15. Spotlight on Cyborg. Nightwing. And the Omega Man. I figured those would be good to add to my Teen Titans collection. And, then going through a box of the Teen Titans issues and pick up issue number 26, first appearance of Terra, for $2.50. It's in pretty good shape. Really sharp corners. So no bad creases. So now I've got first Terra, first Brother Blood, first Nightwing. Making a good run on these Teen Titans, the Wolfman Perez run. These are good books, so getting closer and closer to finishing that. And going through it, he's got some box of stuff that he's put in recently, and he's got some Wonder Woman titles. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's Lightning 2288. He's been doing some videos lately with some of these Wonder Woman bondage covers, and all the old Silver, Bronze Age covers to most of those books, any book, are really fantastic covers. There's some really weird bondage covers of some of those Wonder Womans, and found a couple others before, as in a previous video. Managed to find this issue, which I think you put up just a little while back. It's Wonder Woman 219. Got this for $3. It's not in bad shape. There are a few issues with it, but this is the cover where she's tied up, and well, you see her hand in a really peculiar place, and just Elastic Lad. It's just videotaping the whole thing. She's tied herself up in front of these people, and it's like, okay, go ahead and kill me, and he's just videotaping it. Awesome. See, the major thing with this is the side. You can see these creases down along the edge. But it was only $3, so. And grab this one. This is issue 260 of Wonder Woman. I just thought it was cool because she's being locked up. They're calling her a menace to society, and she is vowing vengeance. I'll come back and destroy you all. Don't know why they're locking Wonder Woman up, but I thought that was pretty cool. She's handcuffed, and two guys are roughhousing her. Two guards. And grabbed issue 261 as well. It was also $3. And I just like this cover. It looks there's no bondage fetish or anything on this. It just looks pretty cool. It's a great Bronze Age cover, I think. Here she is surrounded by hellhounds. and it's in really good shape. You see there, hellhounds, they're all on fire. And she says one bite from them is certain death, and her magic lasso is doing nothing to stop them. Well, that was great. Now, last three here, video's almost done. Next two issues are the same. You had two copies. I went in and picked them both up. It's a fairly hot book now, and it definitely has a lot of potential. Got one for $2.50 and one for $2. It's XFactor number 5. And that's the first cameo appearance of Apocalypse. I'm trying to complete these early X-Factors anyway, at least up to like issue 70, 71, where it's the original X-Men team, Cyclops and Jean Grey and Beast and Angel and so forth. So this fits in. I've got issue 6, first full appearance. Got the first, I think I have issue 1 through 3 and then 6 and I forget. I also have first Archangel and so forth, but these aren't in bad shape. The one I got for $2.50 is in slightly better condition. It's still pretty white cover. It's starting to go a little off-white, but not bad. The one for $4 has a little mark right here, which is just rubbing from another cover. It was probably at one time in a box or something with without being bagged, or it could possibly be ink bleed or smear from the printer. It's hard to tell, but other than that, it's pretty good condition. Cover's still fairly white. They're going just slightly off-white, not bad. Corners are still pretty sharp, no major creases or like anything like that on either one, really. So great book to have. Glad I picked that up. And now, last book pick of the week. You notice it's a little bit bigger. I did grab one of the graphic novels that he had. Said he had just put that in there yesterday, not too long before I got there. I was glad to find this. It's been in a couple people's videos lately, and it's an amazing story. Be honest, I've never read it. It's one I always wanted to read, but just for some reason kept forgetting about or passing over. And it's definitely time I read this. Anyone can tell you it's a great story. It's a landmark of storytelling, especially in Marvel for the X-Men. And it's the first print of graphic novel God Loves, Man Kills. It's Marvel graphic novel number 5. It's great Brent Anderson cover and Claremont story. This is actually excellent read. I'm so looking forward to finally reading this. Check Running with Comics review to find out more about it. But if you ever get a chance to pick this up, any printing, pick it up. I paid a little bit for this. I don't think it's bad. I paid $15 for it. I've seen it go for more, being a first printing, but I don't care. It's a $6 when it came out in the 80s, so I mean, you're talking about not much appreciation there. $15. That's a small price to pay for this great story. That's about what you would pay for a new printing for something this size, so not bad. So anyway, it's enough of me. That's what I managed to grab this past week. A few current books and a little bit from the flea market, and then that order that I put in like a little over a month ago from Mile High Comics. It finally came like 2 days ago. So I think it was Thursday or Friday when it arrived. So cool. Alright, well, shortly before this video goes up, you should see the drawing for the end of my 100 subscriber contest. Thank you to everybody who did a video, entered the contest. It's been fantastic. It's been a blast. I've loved all the videos. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. I'm up to about 150 now, which is freaking amazing. Never expected to have this many subs. Some really kind words from you guys on your videos and your comments. Thanks a lot. I hope to keep doing this for a while. If you guys, you know, keep commenting and everything. It's a lot of fun to be able to do this and to know that there are other people out there that are cool and you know, can take the time to listen to me drone on about comic books and do contests and tag videos with one another and things like that. This has been a great experience. So again, thanks a lot to everybody. I guess we'll probably be about another 2 weeks before I do another haul video. We'll see if we can't put up something in between then, now and then. So you guys have a good one. Thanks a lot again, and everybody take care.